Alright, I'm going to go over the quiz retakes. Even if you didn't retake the quiz, this video will help you. I'm going to go over what your quiz looks like. So here's one of the quiz retakes. We're looking at number 1. If we look at this, we have all 3 angles on the inside. So that means we have to do angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equals 180 degrees. I think this was A, B, C. Doesn't really matter. So we can do 78 degrees plus 9x plus 6 plus 10x plus 1 equals 180. We can see the 3 things we're adding together. Let's combine like terms. We get 19x. And then if we combine the numbers, we get 79 plus 6, so 85 equals 180. We subtract 85, so we get 19x equals 95. And if we do that math real quick, we will get x equals 5. So we know x equals 5. Now we have to figure out B and C. I apologize for not having the letters on there, but we plugged 5 into this one to figure it out. 9 times 5 is 45, plus 6 is 51 degrees. And then angle C would be 10 times 5 plus 1, so 50 plus 1, so another 51. We can check our work by doing 51 plus 51 plus 78. That's 102 plus 78, and that is 180. So that checks out. For number 2, we do not have all 3 angles on the inside. And if we try to use this angle to find the angle on the inside, it would be near impossible since the angle on the outside isn't a number. So when we do this, we have to use our exterior angle theorem, which says remote angle plus remote angle equals exterior. We know which ones are remote because those are the 2 on the inside that we have, and they do not touch our exterior angle, which is on the outside. So when we set this up, we get 2x plus 5, which is one angle, plus 80 degrees, which is our other exterior angle, equals 10x plus 5, which is our remote. So combine like terms, and then we have to solve by x. Let's get the x's together. Now let's combine the numbers. And now let's get x by itself. So that is our answer for x. That's just 10. Now to figure out our angles, we have to figure out angle V. I'm going to erase all the markings I made on the diagram just so we can see everything a little bit better. Angle V, I find V, there's only one letter, so I'm talking about this angle, which is this expression. So I plug 10 into that. 2 times 10 plus 5, that's 20 plus 5, so 25 degrees. Now I have to find the next angle, VTU. The middle letter is the vertex, so I go to T. There's technically the angle on the left, and then the angle on the right. I need those 2 other letters to figure out which one I'm talking about. V and U are right here, so we're talking about the angle that goes from V to T, and then T to U. So for this one right here, that's the angle on the left of T. So we don't know that yet, and we don't have an expression for it yet. So let's keep that on hold. If we go to HTU, right, I'm going to change my color. HTU, that's this angle right here. We can plug that in. So 10 times 10 plus 5, that would be 105 degrees. To find this one now, we need to realize that this adds up to 180, the straight line. So then we do 180 minus 105 equals 75. We can check our work. We have 25 degrees right here, plus 80, that's 105, plus 75 is 180, so that works out. This was one of the quiz retakes. The other quiz retake looks just like that. So for this number one, we had one angle, two angle, three angles on the inside, so we add them all up. And that is equal to 180. So let's combine like terms. We get 2x's plus all of that, which is 192, equals 180. We subtract 192. So 2x is equal to negative 12. Divide by 2. So x is negative 6. Getting a negative number is absolutely fine. Let's plug that back in. Negative 6 plus 78 is 72 degrees. 46 minus, well, plus negative 6 would be 40. We can check our work by doing 68 plus 40, which is 108, plus 72, which is 180. So that's good. Next one, again, just like the other number 2, we don't have all three angles on the inside, so we have to use the exterior angle theorem. So this one we would have 68 plus 3x plus 8, which is remote number 1 plus remote number 2, equals 12x plus 4, which is the exterior. So combining like terms, we get 3x plus 76 equals 12x plus 4. Get our x's together by subtracting 3x on both sides, so 76 equals 9x plus 4. And then get our numbers together by subtracting 4 on both sides, we get 9x equals 72. And then get x by itself by dividing by 9, so we get x equals 8. Now we have to plug that back in. Let's just plug it into everything we see x's. So this would be 3 times 8 plus 8, which is 24 plus 8, which is 32 degrees. That's angle Q, perfect. And then now for this one right here, we do 12 times 8 plus 4. 12 times 8 is 96, plus 4 is 100. Tricky thing here, this angle's at P. If I look at my two angles left, both of them are at angle P. But this exterior angle goes from Q to P to Y. So that one is the second angle because we go from Q to P to Y. So this one is 100 degrees, which means the last angle left is this angle right here, which is supplementary to 100 degrees. So we do 180 minus 100 to get 80 degrees. We can check our work. We have 68 plus 32, which is 100, plus 80, which is 180. So that checks out. So that was the front with triangle sum theorem and exterior angle theorem. If we go to the back, one quiz had this, the other quiz, this was number 4, this was number 3. So the same two questions, just swapped order. So if we look at the first one, we don't have 3 angles, we only have 2 angles. We don't have anything exterior, so we still can't even do anything. But what we do have are these 2 tick marks right here, which means this side of the triangle and this side of the triangle are congruent. So this whole triangle is isosceles. Which means the sides are congruent and it means the base angles are congruent. Which means this angle is a base angle because this is the base, these are the legs, and this angle is the second base angle. So these two angles match. So this angle up here is also x plus 86. That's all we needed to add to our diagram. Now we can use the triangle sum theorem. So we can do x plus 86 plus x plus 86 plus 30 equals 180. Combine like terms, we get 2x plus 202 equals 180. Subtract the 202. We get 2x equals negative 22. So we get x equals negative 11. Now we have to plug it back in. We have the same thing. So both of our angles here will match. We have negative 11 plus 86, which is 75. And then again, negative 11 plus 86, so 75. We can check our work because we have 75, 75, and 30. They all add up to 180, which checks off. If we look at the next problem, this one's a little bit more interesting because we have an exterior angle. But what we just saw on the other side is that these two angles are supplementary. So we just have to do 180 minus 133. And that will give us how big the interior angle is, which here that would be 47. Again, like the one above this, we have an isosceles triangle. So this is one leg, this is the other leg. So that means this angle matches that angle. So that one's 47, this one's also 47. So now we have all three angles on the inside, so we can do 47 plus 47 plus 15x minus 4 equals 180. Combine like terms, so we get 15x plus 90 equals 180. Subtract 90 on both sides, so we get 15x equals 90. Divide by 15, so we get x equals 6. We get our x value. If we look at what angles we have to find angle N, which is this angle right here. We don't have that yet, so we can plug in x, so we get 15 times 6 minus 4. So 90 minus 4, so that's 86 degrees. Angle NLP, that would be at L, which is this angle right here, which we already said was 47 degrees. So that's how we should have done our quiz. The next quiz retakes are all of this week and the week we get back from break. We might be taking our test the Friday after break. Or most likely the second week back after break. So let me know if you're still having issues with this quiz by coming into seminar, having your original quiz out, and being ready to ask me questions. All right, good luck.